Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is the final chapter of the Gauntlet series for the 1MORE Evos as they'll go up against the final boss of my collection, the Bang Olufsen, BO Play. I'm messing up all over. EQs. These are my top ranked rather earbud, and we're gonna go ahead and discuss. But before that, I like to give a shout out to my man El Jefe of El Jefe Reviews. He took some time out of his busy schedule this past week, sit down and chop it up with a new YouTuber, like myself. Give me some points and tips on how to get started. And I just wanted to say thank you to him for taking the time out and doing that. Make sure that you check out his channel. He's got a lot of good stuff on there. Very good insight and everything. So I'll leave a description to his website, his channel, in the description below. Once again, thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, here we are. The final matchup of the Gauntlet series. You got the Evo 1MORE. The Evos by 1MORE, and the Bang Olufsen Beoplay EQs. Both are very good sounding earbuds. So let's go ahead and take a look at them both. Let's go into price first. Pricing, the Evo is $169.99. You're still on their website. You can go on and get a $30 discount. I cannot talk today for some reason. A $30 discount, which will drop them down to $139.99. On Amazon, they will still remain at $169. The EQs, they are expensive. They go at $400 on their website as well as on Amazon. But the price, you pay to play on these ones. These are the reasoning. I had questioned it when I first bought them, but then I played them. And I said, oh, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go into some specs. Both earbuds are running Bluetooth 5.2. They both support AAC, SBC, LDAC, and aptX adaptive. Both of them have, active noise cancellation. They both are water resistant, whereas the I'm just gonna say the EQs, we're gonna refer to them moving on. The EQs are IP54 water resistant, or I believe the Evos are IPX4, IPX4 water resistant. So they both have that. Both cases does support wireless charging. You do have the USB-C ports in the back for plug-in charging, and both earbuds support multi-point connectivity. Now let's go ahead and and by the way, let's see, battery life with ANC on, you get 5.5 hours with the Evos, whereas you get 6.5 hours with the EQs. Without ANC on, you get 8 hours with the Evos, and you get 7.5 hours with the EQs. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at compare the look of each of them. We'll pull one of each out. Okay, let's take a look. Of course, the Evos are a much smaller earbud than the EQs, as you can take a look here. Let's go ahead and get a side profile shot here in the camera. Okay, you can see how they're more sleek, fit in your ear, like fit right in the ear hole, or not ear hole, but I guess you can call it the ear well, perfectly. I mean, they sit in there very comfortably, very light. You can see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the EQs. This is a bigger earbud, as you can tell. Let's go ahead and get them. Let's go ahead and get a a side-by-side comparison here. That'll only be fair. Let's go ahead and do that. You see how wide the EQ is. You see how wide of a earbud that is, and the way they made it to put the fin on the outside, which was I kind of weird and cool at the same time, because the back end here. Let me put these ones down so I can get you a closer look. See how the air fin is here in the front. That's the actual fin, or the actual wing, but I guess that's like a balancing, that's for balance or something. And once it's in your ear, because of course this side here fits into the ear well, and they're a little weighty, not too bad, but I could still wear these all day. But it just fits perfectly in there. They do come with multiple ear tips, and they also come with the Comply foam ones. I suggest you get the Comply foam ones. You put them on immediately. Like I said, the right ear tip makes all the difference, but the Comply foam tip definitely works, especially when it comes to these guys. And my XM4s over it, they also have the Comply tip, and they work fantastically. But once you get these in, you do the twist and lock into your ear. It's secure, and there you don't have to worry. You can shake, you can run. These are not coming out. They're very, very secure. Just like these, which makes these even more impressive, is the simple fact that these do it too. Okay, like when you get that twist and lock in with the Evos, they're secure just like these, but of a much smaller form factor. Which I really appreciate. I really appreciate that. But like I said, and also once again, make sure you get the proper tip for these, because like I said, the seal is basically from the start. The proper seal enhances, affects your active noise canceling, affects your audio sound, and so on and so forth down the line. So make sure you definitely get the perfect seal on these. Okay, so enough with all right. So we got the form factor here. Okay. All right. Well, let's go. Yeah, we'll just take them out because we're going to do it. All right. So let's take. Well, I didn't do something I ignored in the last video, but let's take a look at the cases. The 1MORE case, still sleek. Matte finish, very pocketable. But compared to the EQ's case is a little longer than the Evos, but slimmer, definitely pocketable. You can slide these in. These work perfect for the skinny jean battalion that's out there. Just a slide right in. No question, these would also, but they can definitely slide in that top pocket in your jeans. These are I love it. Matte finish, so there's no fingerprints on it. A little slippery rather. Both are, but this one, but the EQ's case, just a little bit more slippery than the 1MORE's case. So that's a quick overview of their cases. Like I said, both cases support wireless charging. Now, when you go into, let's go into the apps for each. I know this will be another run at the EQ app, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to compare it to the app for the B&O Play EQs. First up, of course, we're going to go to the Challenger first up. So let's go ahead and put the EQs away for now. We're going to set them guys over here to the side. First up, the Evos. All right, let's go ahead and get the phone out. Let's make sure we're up. Okay, Evos are connected. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into the app. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and plug. Of course, let's go ahead and put these in. So the wear detection. Where, of course, I forgot to mention that these have a wear detection sensor here. I don't know if you can see that. So it can detect when you're wearing the earbuds and when you're not. And of course, that will affect the play, pause, and app interaction. All right, now let's go ahead and jump into the app here. Of course, now I have the earbuds in, still very light, not coming out. I'm shaking my head. They're not coming out. Very secure, but very comfortable. Okay, as we look into the app now, of course, again, you got your battery strengths for the both earbuds in the case. Your listening modes is off right now because by default they go off. You can turn it on to ANC, where you have three various versions. Let me see if we can get into that. You have various settings for ANC: strong, mild, wind noise reduction, and adaptive. Okay, you can pick whichever one you prefer. Then of course you got transparency mode, where you have pass through, which will allow your ambient noise to come through even when you have music or audio playing. And then you can have voice enhancement, where it emphasizes you talking and everything, or voices rather. Okay, so then you have the smart playback function there, where you basically, if you take your earbuds out one at a time, if you take them, they will do whatever you want. Right now I have it set to play pause, meaning if I take them out, my audio will pause, or my video, and if I put it back in, they resume. Let me go back in there. You can go ahead and set it to just pause only, or to not do anything at all when you pull them out when your audio is playing. Quickly, they do use the Sound ID app to fine tune your own personalized sound settings. You will go ahead and put these in, do the update first, okay, and then come in, do your Sound ID setting to set up your proper sound for your earbuds. You got your Bluetooth connection quality you can do for sound quality, or stable connection for Bluetooth. Of course, your firmware update that you, again, make sure you do this when you buy them. Connect them to your phone, get the app, run the update, and then we can go through. Then you can do whatever, all your app settings and everything like that. There is one particular app setting that I want you to do that for specifically. Okay, then of course you got soothing sounds. You can go in there, basically just some have these on for like background noise in case you just want to sit and relax, kick your feet up after a long day, decompress, close your eyes, play just some audio sounds just to relax and everything, take your mood. Whoops, let me make sure we're back on here. Okay, wasn't set to active, but they are. So all right, so let's go back into that. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, you got various sounds there. You can go through like rain, fire, drizzle. They got dozens of them. Let me make sure you're down here. They got tons of them. And they're very good. I keep forgetting to do that. They're very good sound-wise and everything. But just good things to relax for. Just another option there. Let me put these back on ANC because that's the way I like them. All right, so now the main reason I keep stressing do the update when it comes to the Evos is because once you do that, you see you can go ahead and press on the one more icon up in the upper right corner, and then you want to go ahead and select experimental features, and then there you can turn on dual device connection, basically your multi-point feature. You turn that on, and then that will allow you to have multi-point connectivity between two devices. Okay. Let me go back in there. There's also a pairing pop-up window. I leave that off because you really don't need that. Okay. So then let's go, and of course they have the burn-in option here, where you can just have your earbuds connected, and you can hit play just to start to burn them in to get them loosened up. They say when you burn them in, the sound is much better once you've got them gets loosened up and everything. So that's that option there. Okay, and that's basically it for the Soundcore app. Once again, there is no equalizer in their app, mainly because they decided to go with the Sound ID app on here, which is I would prefer the EQ, but I understand why they did that. Okay, let's go into you can go into custom settings. I just want to make sure I cover this real fast. Okay, you only have a double tap and triple tap options for the Evos, so you can set those to however you want. I have mine set to next track and previous track on the double tap, and volume up and down on the triple tap. Okay, the single tap will play pause or answer your phone calls. So those are answering in phone calls, so that's by default set up that way. Okay, so outside of that, that's it for this for the the 1MORE Evo's app functions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the B&O Play EQ app and see what they have in store there. Okay, we're back. We've got the EQs. They're already set up or connected to the phone. Let's go ahead and get the app up and running. I really wish they could do some of these in like a black theme, but I digress on that. Okay, so we're into the app. Let's go ahead and tap to get in. All right, now here's the app for the B&O Play EQs. You got your battery, your battery strength for both left and right earbuds, as well as the case. Okay, of course you got your pause and everything, your volume controls. You can just slide that back and forth. It's pretty cool because you get like an audio, a haptic feedback when you move the volume rocker up and down, which is pretty cool. Of course, you see it affects the phone. Okay, so then you have your noise canceling options here. You have noise cancellation. Let me see if I can get them in there. You have noise cancellation, transparency, and neutral. Okay, so now that I have noise cancellation turned on. It got really quiet when I put these in, and you can go ahead and you can set your ANC to adaptive ANC, basically adapting to your surroundings, and the ANC acts accordingly. All right, we can go in. Come on, give me. All right. Of course, let me turn this on. App's not acting up. Oh, that's right. Oh, wrong ear. Okay. So, basically, you can only apparently you can only turn it. Okay. Okay. So with the double tap. Okay, so with the double tapping of the left earbud, allows you to cycle through. Now I'm in transparency mode. I can hear everything around me, a little bit more enhanced. And then double tap again. Now I'm in neutral mode, which is I still have transparency. It's a combination of both noise canceling and transparency mode, but we are back to there. Okay, so like I said, you can turn the adaptive ANC on and off. Okay, of course, then you have your own listening modes. You can go and set it to optimal. I have my own preset here. Then you have sport, commute, clear. Then, of course, you can go into the knob and you can make your own customized setting. I have mine at energetic, between energetic and high bass. And that's where I like it at right there. So it's called the B&O Sonic setting, which gives me more stuff there. Okay, and then of course you can do your call settings. Basically, let's go into there. See, now we go into call settings. Let me make sure you guys can see. I just started going off on the, start running through these things. Just want to make sure you guys can see. All right, call settings, of course, you go back and you can do noise canceling, your own voice, which is tech that captures and adjusts volume of your voice when you're on a call. It also does some noise canceling for background noise, and of course you got neutral, which allows everything to come through on this one. So that's what that does. A very nice tool there. I normally keep it on here when I'm on calls, so that way the earbuds can focus on me talking and not on the background. A little mix of both neutral, not neutral, but an enhanced version of neutral and a little bit of active noise canceling in there as well. I like that version there. Okay, so then you've got automatic standby. You can turn that off and on if you want your earbuds to turn off after so much time. This one says 90 minutes of inactivity. They automatically shut off to save battery. You can turn that off and on. Let's go into product settings. As you hit the three dots up here in the upper right corner, drops down a menu for you. Product settings. Of course, you can change the name. Software, you can check that for updates. They normally will tell you right off the bat there's an update and automatically execute it, but you can always also check there. If you want to replace the case, if you get a new case for it or something like that, and everything like that, you can repair it to the app, which is very cool. And that's basically it with the actually, you know what, let's go in here. All right, so here's the settings for listening modes. You basically, this is just your shifter. You can move it up and down. And if they have like a podcast version, you can take this one out, swap with podcast mode, which emphasizes more voice. I forgot to mention that one in there. That's my bad. We're going to go ahead and put that back. Actually, no, we'll keep that one. Yeah, so that's what you have there. Like I said, there is no EQ setting for, let me go back and make sure. Yep. There is no EQ settings in no physical EQs that you can adjust outside of this here for the B&O Play EQs. But with that being said, you do have these adjustments, and they work just as good. They work good, not as good as the an actual EQ setting, but they work pretty good. I get everything I need out of this setting right here when it comes to the bass punch and my treble clarity and my mids and everything. So very good there. So that is a look at the B&O Play EQ app. Stay tuned. We'll go ahead and go through the comparison, see who comes out on top, and we have a new top 5. So stay tuned. Okay, you just got a comparison look of the 1MORE by the Evos by 1MORE and the B&O Play EQs by Bang Olufsen. These are the final boss of my top 5, or my top 10 actually, but in my top 5 in this Gauntlet series. These are remarkable earbuds, especially when you use the Comply foam tips that come with them in the box. My suggestion is to use those just to get that good seal, and it helps, of course, it definitely enhances the audio of these earbuds, just like any other ones that I had on my list here that have them or don't have them. The Evos, great earbuds. This was one of the best offerings by 1MORE. These took place of the 1MORE ANC earbuds, which I have in my stock somewhere, that I really liked, but they just enhanced on that and added the features of, updated features on it, changed the whole look and everything for that. But to go back to, if I had to choose, I would definitely go. I will go with the EQs because of the overall audio. Like I said, both earbuds, both of them have 5.2 Bluetooth. Both of them have multi-point connectivity. Both of them have wireless charging cases. Both of them support the same codecs, including LDAC and aptX adaptive. But when you take a look and you listen to the sound, Bang Olufsen, like I said, I'm no audiophile, but I can hear everything clearly if I'm listening to like rock band, which I really rarely do. You can definitely hear the separation of instruments and everything more clearly on the EQs as opposed to the 1MOREs. Also, when you go into the app, they do have use the Soundcore, not Soundcore, excuse me, but the Sound ID app for the Evos, whereas, excuse me, the Bang & Olufsen, the EQs, I'm gonna just say EQs, they have close to an EQ with their own proprietary setup on the dial. Not quite an actual EQ where you can adjust the bass, treble, the highs and mids. The lows, highs, and mids, basically. But you get pretty much you get what you want out of it, even though it's not a actual physical EQ. So, like I said, in a pinch, I would definitely go with the EQs. Much love to the Evos. They're almost there. They do, however, crack my top 10, my top 5 earbuds in my list, which brings me to the next section. We have reshuffling of the top 5. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go and get into that real fast. So, excuse me. So we have a change. At number 5 on my list of top 5 earbuds, we are going with the Soundcore Liberty 3s, or Skyboy Liberty 3 Pros, excuse me. Like I said, very good earbuds. These are all, I like the sound and everything like that, but I've just had problems with their multi-point connectivity, and they sound great, but there's certain just certain things as far as in the sound that put these at number 5. And this is a tough 5. I mean, the 5 that I have here are tough. So they'll be at they're at number 5 on my list. Okay, at number 4 will be the Evos by 1MORE. I don't know why I keep getting these two guys. All right, One More Evos will be breaking into my top 5. They will be my number 4 earbud. I think these guys will be the gatekeeper for the top 4. Anything that can surpass these guys as far as functionality, sound, the multi features, they're really doing something if they can get into my top 5, into my top 4 with these guys. These are very excellent, and very excellent, very good. Excuse me, not excellent, but very good earbuds. They could use some tweaking on the audio, but this was a fantastic outing for One More, coming into the realm where multi-point connectivity is the new hotness of the day. So One More Evos are now number 4. At number 3, Sony WF-1000 XM4s. These guys are, like I said, even though they're number 3 on my list, these are my favorite earbuds. They give me what I need. I got excellent battery life out of them. They're extremely comfortable with the ear tips, or with the ear tips. I have their stock Comply foam ear tips. The seal is fantastic. Like everything goes quiet once you put these in. And you put them in, you may not even have ANC on, but you definitely can tell the difference in sound, ambient sound. Once you put them in, things deaden. Like the sound deadens, and then that just enhances my audio, no matter what I'm listening to or watching and stuff like that. I mean, it even works with one earbud in. I still get active noise canceling, and when I'm at work, I can put the right one in, the left one, put that in, hit the tap the sensor, goes into active noise canceling. It gives you the notification, and yeah, this whole side just goes quiet, which is awesome with these. But they are number 3 because of volume. They get great volume, but my next one up, the volume is even better. Okay, so at number 3, the Sony 1000 XM4s. At number 2 is the Technique AZ60s. Okay, the ANC is not on the level of my Sonys, but they do get louder than my Sonys, and even though they do get louder when you're listening to different types of genre of music, the sound separation doesn't fade. It doesn't go away. Okay, so these are my number 2 earbuds on the list. The only thing missing from these is the wear sensor for when you take them out. They play a pause. These do not do it, and they are not wireless charging. The case is not wireless charging, rather. So that's the only 2 drawbacks from these techniques. So these are my number 2 earbud. And still, the champ at number 1, the Bang Olufsen Beoplay EQs. These, just because of sound separation, and when you're listening to things, when you listen to, you feel the music with these. These are just phenomenally made earbuds. When they did the tuning of them, just great sound. Use the Comply. Like I said, I recommend using the Comply foam ear tips with these. They have them, they are included in the box with them. Use these, and you will definitely see what I'm saying when I say the sound and the clarity and the separation of instruments in the when you're listening to anything, you can definitely tell the difference. These are, like I said, by far, not by far, but they are my number ones. They got the 5.2 Bluetooth multi-point. They got multi-point on an update. That function became available. Very good. These are the best on my list right now. I want to give some honorable mentions to a couple set that fell out of my top 5. First up, we'll go with the Master and Dynamics MW08 Sports. These guys are fantastic earbuds. Again, tips matter. Ear tips matter. I got the Comply foam. These came with Comply foams. I put them on. These are great earbuds. They do not have the multi-point functionality with them, but you cannot go wrong with these. These are great for this. This is the sport version. They have the regular MW08s, but these are the sport. Like I said, sport versions here. You can put these in. You can definitely take these out, and when you're going to do, like, say for instance, you're out there doing some jogging or you're at the gym. These are great. Like I said, of all of these are the only ones that have actual buttons that you can press on the top for play, pause, volume up, volume down, answering in calls. So this one will fall to number 6 on my list. So just honorable mention to the MW08/08 Sports. And then, of course, falling all the way to number 7, unfortunately, is my Bowers & Wilkins PI7s. Now, these guys they sound fantastic. These are probably these are definitely one of my most expensive earbuds. But these guys, the battery life, it kills them. For this price point, that battery life should be much higher. Other than that, the sound is fantastic. You can use it on flights with the adapter cable, jack it into the airplane, and then you can use this as a Bluetooth transmitter, similar to my tone-free FP9s. They do also have that same feature, but just the sound on these, the lack of an EQ in the app, also. But other than that, these are fantastic earbuds. So they fall all the way down to number 7, being leapfrogged by the Liberty 3 Pros. Actually leapfrogged by the Evos, and then everybody got pushed down after that. So those are my top 5 earbuds in my new list of top 5 earbuds in my collection. 2 honorable mentions, and that's what we have. I am still working on getting other earbuds in, so we can do some unboxing, some reviews, and some comparisons with my top 5. I'd like to take this time to say thank you for staying with me throughout this long process. This was a brainchild of mine to just do a Gauntlet series for the Evos, since they just hit the market on the 10th, I believe. And I just really wanted to launch my YouTube channel with something fantastic, in my opinion. I thought it would be fun to do this version of comparison, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed starting this journey. And thank you for coming on and joining me on this journey, and we can see where we go from here. Like I said, I'm waiting on to get new earbuds in. I will be releasing other videos on some other earbuds I currently have in house, giving you some takes and some comparison thoughts and everything on them. I was just got a comment on one of my my other videos, my top 10 videos, and commenter wanted to know my personal opinion on 3 sets of earbuds that I currently have. I was going to just respond to the comment, and just give them a reply. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video with a comparison of all 3 and give my personal take on which ones, excuse me, which ones I prefer over the other 2 and why. So if you want to stay tuned to that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, ring, and hit the bell so you can be notified when that video drops. And we will see you on the next one. Once again, thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section. Drop a like. That helps the channel, helps me continue on. And once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.